I never meant to stay the night in the abandoned boarding house. It was supposed to be a quick photography trip, get in before sunset, capture the decaying architecture, get out before the cold settled in. But curiosity, like always, curled its fingers around my decisions and dragged me deeper. The place stood at the edge of the old forest, leaning slightly, as if exhausted from decades of holding secrets. The villagers called it the Whisper Room, though no one would explain why. They just said, "Don't stay long. It remembers." I should have listened. I stepped inside with a soft crunch of rotting wood beneath my boots. Dust floated like ash in the beam of my flashlight. The hole smelled of damp paper, old mattresses, and something faintly metallic like rust or dried blood. The walls were covered in peeling green paint, curling like dead leaves. Every shutter click echoed too loudly. I moved from room to room, capturing the collapsed furniture, scratched floors, and the strange, dark streaks that ran up the walls. The temperature dropped as the sun dipped lower, and by the time I reached the room at the very end of the corridor, the air was freezing. The door was half open. I nudged it with my foot. It creaked inward. Inside, everything was strangely intact. The bed made neatly, the wooden chair upright, and a mirror hanging perfectly centered above a small desk. It was the only room untouched by decay. That should have been my sign to leave, but the mirror pulled my attention. Its surface seemed clean, too curious. When I raised my camera to take a picture, the shutter clicked, and I heard it. A whisper, soft, thin, like breath sliding under a door. I froze. Another whisper followed, longer, stretched, almost trembling. It didn't sound like words at first, but more like a desperate exhale. My flashlight flickered. I lowered the camera. The whisper came again, this time unmistakably from the mirror. I stepped back, but the room felt tighter, the air heavier. My reflection stared at me, but something was wrong. My reflection, S-lips were moving. I wasn't speaking. The whispers grew louder, layering over each other. Dozens of voices tangled in panic, pleading, sobbing. And my reflection, my own eyes, followed me with a frantic intensity, like it was trapped behind the glass. I sprinted toward the door. It slammed shut before I could reach it. Something cold brushed the back of my neck like fingers made of fog. The whispers sharpened into words. Stay. Replace. Remember. Double quotes. Mirror convulsed its surface, rippling like disturbed water, and my reflection pressed its palms against the glass from the inside. Its face twisted in terror. Then it smiled. Slow. Wrong. Knowing. The whispers stopped. The room fell silent. Now, I'm sitting at the desk, writing this on a torn page I found. I don't know how long I've been here. The mirror shows the room behind me, but not me. Something else is standing there, something using my shape. It watches. It waits. And when someone else enters this place, it will whisper to them.